Hello, our dear viewers. Welcome once again on Twabulanya Family Connect, where family matters. On this page, we talk about family, talk about marriage, talk about parenting, talk about personal growth and development, talk about community engagement, and we talk about harmonious relationship because we know that man is a social being and we live in people, and anything that we have to do with people. So we must cultivate meaningful relationships, both starting from our families and around the communities where we live. So this month we have been talking about parenting tips, and so today we will be finishing on that chapter, and next month we will be engaging on marriage specifically. So today I want us to look at two things. One, presence versus provision. I know that we all work, we all try to make ends meet, but research has shown that our presence as parents in raising these children is very important. Yeah, and when I talk about presence, some people misinterpret it as like, now you want us to stop working and spend all our days at home with children. What will they eat? What will they drink? No, that's not what I mean. I mean in balancing our other responsibilities, work, and every other thing that we do, but we make sure that we create time for our children. When I talk about time, quality, because you can spend 30 minutes with your children, but it becomes of importance than someone who has been with them day and night. So in our schedules, I know we have work, we have businesses, we have this, and this here and here, but let's make sure that at least in our schedule, we set up a time where we know that on this time, it is uninterrupted and a divided attention for my children. When I engage with them, talk to them, joke with them, listen to them, ask them about their day, about their school, so that you can get in their world. Children also live in different worlds. There is a public, there is a private, and there is a personal life. So we need to make sure that we engage with them at all those lives, when they are social in their environment, but even when they are private, we get to know what hurts them, what makes them happy, what are their aspirations, what are their dreams, how do they view things and see things, how do they reason, and how do they interact even with others, because through that communication they tell you, I was at school, this happened, and I did this and this and this. So you get to know what goes in their life and how they perceive things about life. So let's make time, let's make sure that we create time, we prioritize engaging with our children, we set off time and in our schedules to make sure that we communicate with children. And then the other thing that normally people misinterpret, when we say engage with your children and have time with them, someone will say, me, I take my children out every Saturday, they go for swimming, bouncing castle, and all those other things, ice cream and what. But yes, that is also spending time with them. But most times, us as parents nowadays, when we take our children for swimming, for ice cream, for bouncing castle, for all those activities, we just sit back and we'll go on our phone or do our own things. And the truth is, at that time, the child is engaging with a bouncing castle. At that time, the child is spending time in a swimming pool with water. At that time, the child is spending time doing things with other people, either those who are swimming with them or those who are in their bouncing castle, but not with you. So that is where the difference is. So when you take them out for those activities, make sure that you engage with them. You do those activities with them. Of course, you might not go in a bouncing, but like for swimming, you can swim with them, teach them how different strokes of swimming and all those things. Then at that time, you are engaging with them. You know their strength, you know their weakness. Someone would want to give up when things fail, when they don't go out, then you start encouraging. No, it's not time to give up. So you know that this emotion is strong or they are weak. When things don't come out their way, they want to give up. So now you know their strength and weaknesses. So let's always know that when we take our children out for those activities, the gist of the matter is that we need to be involved with them in those activities, not just paying for them and they enjoy it for you when you are seated there. You are not engaging with them. Then the other one I want to talk about is there's a culture of young girls and young men or couples, and even who are not couples, maybe single mothers, single fathers, where people give birth and take their children, their grandma, their aunties, leave them with a nanny and go to work, maybe in a different district, maybe in abroad, or maybe even when you are around, but you are not emotionally connected with those children. And we all know that no one can raise your child like you. It is right, the mandate of raising children is on our shoulders as parents. Yes, we can have support and help from our parents, our relatives and friends and nannies, but you as a parent, it is your responsibility, your major and number one responsibility to raise those children. I know we need money. You can say, but now my job is far from my home. I cannot go with my children. You make sure that as you're choosing careers, as you're choosing jobs, you make sure that the jobs you choose should align with your principles and values concerning family. You would rather get something small and be working on it for a short time as your children grow, then later you can aspire for higher career advancement and what. But those things of leaving a child, a 2-year child, a 2-3 year, and you take them in boarding and you take them with a grandma, yes, at that point you are trying to say, I'm trying to make a better future for these children. But remember, man's needs is not about luxury, it's about the basic needs. As long as you have shelter, you have what to eat, a child is going to school, the other luxury that you aspire for in the name of planning and working for that child, research has shown that children who don't grow with their parents, they have that emotional neglect, they have that detachment, and those things, they create traumas in their hearts. They keep on asking themselves, why is not mommy here, why is not daddy here? I know you go and tell them, you see, I am not here because I'm working. At that point you think the child is understanding, but in her mind or his mind is asking, how come these parents here, my friends, stay with their parents, they are also working? And those unanswered question is, they keep on creating traumas in their hearts, mental illnesses that we are seeing today. So let's make sure that we would rather have little, but make sure that we raise our children ourselves. Because when you give those children to your grandma, to your auntie, to who, those children are bonding with that person who is the caretaker, not you. I know you say, I come in weekend, I take them out and what, but even when you come when you're tired, you come, you want to run back, you have so many things to do, so you even don't give them enough time. So let's make sure that in whatever we do, if you are a mother, you have already given birth, if you are a father and you know you have a child, let's sacrifice some of the things we really think that they are important for the children's sake, because the results of not raising your children yourself, you might not see them today, but tomorrow they are coming, and they are coming in a big number that you will even be shocked. We have seen parents regret. Research has proven it. So ladies and gentlemen, let's make sure that we raise our children ourselves. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to engage with you. My name is Mole Businje Kateiwa. I be here on Thabulane Family Connect Studio, engaging with you and sharing with you life principles about marriage, children, relationship, interpersonal growth and development, and so many others. So to keep with us, like our page, share us, and subscribe. I want to thank those who are subscribing, who watch us from Uganda, Canada, Rwanda, and all parts of the world. We thank you. You keep us moving. You keep me motivated, and I know that this that I'm doing, I might not impact the whole world, but there's someone who is benefiting 1, 2, or 3 things. Thank you so much.